Welcome to AGORACOM, the Small Cap Epicenter, and AGORACOM TV, a daily, fast-paced, edgy show bringing the best press releases out of the small and mid-cap space at the open so you can hopefully profit from them and maybe find your next great investments. Thursday, October the 22nd. 5 great press releases for you. I love it because we've got China and results, and we got some great results out of the resource space as well. Let's start you off with Trina Solar, trades on the NYSE under TSL. This is a manufacturer of solar photovoltaic products. They've announced a sale agreement with Proinzo, a distributor of solar photovoltaic equipment in Europe. Under the terms of the agreement, Trina is going to provide Proinzo with about 108 megawatts, that's big, of photovoltaic modules. Proinzo has an option to purchase an additional 12 megawatts in the first quarter of 2010. Shipments expected to commence in the fourth quarter of 2009 and go right through the first half of 2010. Here's the other reason you need to know about this press release. They closed yesterday at $35.35, so they're starting to get really outside their price range. But 52-week low, $5.61. That's why we love these Chinese companies. You can find them at $5 and be up to these ranges in no time. It's not a guarantee, got to do your due diligence, but we've seen this time and time again. Next up, Rhino International trades on the NASDAQ under RINO. This is a producer of patented wastewater treatment, desulfurization equipment, and high-temperature antioxidant systems for the iron and steel manufacturers. You got to love that. They're providing core products to a core industry in China. They announced on October 20th a contract valued about $18.4 million with the government of Dalian Development District. They're going to provide and install a sludge treatment system in 2 phases. The first phase, valued about $9.6 million, is going to commence in December. Expect to initiate, the new sludge treatment system is going to initiate operations by July 2010, and they're saying they're going to have a processing capacity of about 200 tons per day. Phase 2 is going to take the sludge treatment system up to a capacity of about 400 tons per day. It's valued at $8.8 million. It's going to commence in September 2010, so we're almost a year away from that. It's expected to go online by February 2011, and it's going to double processing capacity. I love these kind of business. I love these kind of contracts. Once you're there, you're not going anywhere. Nice contract. The company, through its direct and indirect subsidiaries, is a leading provider of environmental protection equipment for the iron ore and steel industry in China. Closed yesterday, $21.85. Again, starting to get out of that price range of most small cap investors. But why are we bringing it up here again? Now is the great news. 52-week low, $2. Talking about more, almost an 11-fold increase from its 52-week low. Love these Chinese companies. Someone's got to tell them, well, not any longer, but there was a global recession on. Let's switch over to the resources space. Evolving Gold, no stranger to AGORACOM TV, TSX Venture EVG. For you first-time viewers, this isn't a AGORACOM client. Have to disclose that. But as always, we do not talk about AGORACOM clients unless the news stands on 2 feet. Here's the headline. Evolving Gold intersects 36.6 meters at 4.11 grams per ton of gold, included in 175.3 meters of 1.86 grams per ton of gold. This is at their staple, Rattlesnake Hills. When I mean staple, it means that is their foundation. That's their #1 property. This press release came out yesterday afternoon. Also trades on Frankfurt under EV7 for our friends in Germany. Here are some of the highlights. Drilling. This is drilling from the Rattlesnake Hills project. Continues to intersect long intervals of gold mineralization, including intervals of high grades. The significant intersections, a little more detail. I gave the headline number, 175 meters of 1.86 grams per ton, including 36.6 meters at 4.1 grams per ton. That's in drill hole RSC 039. In hole 041, important, 141.7 meters at 1.56 grams per ton of gold, including 7.6 meters at 16.41 grams per ton of gold. Big numbers there. Assume I'm horribly conflicted. You've got to go due diligence, but those are big numbers no matter how you cut it. Quote from the president CEO of the company. I've kind of summarized a little bit, but go take a look. Drilling continues to support continuity of gold mineralization along the south side of the North Stalk. The strike length of the higher grade zone currently extends about 240 meters and is open to the northeast. It can start less than 15 meters below surface and continue to a depth of about 300 meters. The higher grade zone appears to be approximately 65 meters wide. Great data. Go do your own due diligence. Take a look at this process, but great data. Closed yesterday at $1.06. Was a 52-week low on the company. 14.5 cents. Great gain. Good news for Robert Bick and everyone at Evolving Gold. Next up, Amador. trades on the venture under AGX, also an AGORACOM client. One of those days where we got a couple of client news on here. Listen to these numbers. Announced that a grab sample has taken 15 meters from the RHB zone has returned an assay of 183.5 grams per ton of gold. The RHB zone, this is 50 meters away from RHB, which previously returned grab samples as high as 75 grams per ton of gold, was discovered in August of 2009. Here's some of the highlights. Do your own due diligence. Go take a look at the entire press release. A November drill program is going to test structures down dip and on strike with high-grade gold showings. The property is located about 60 kilometers southwest of West Timmins Mining and Lakeshore Gold's Thunder Creek discovery of 12.75 grams per ton of gold over 83.4 meters. Also, channel sampling and trenching has been completed on other showings on the property. Assays are pending, so make sure you look for more news coming out of them. Finally, you should know that within this press release, we did do an interview with Peter Kalbeck. It's called the Beyond the Press Release for those of you who are new to it. Go to the press release. Once you've read it, click on that. It's a discussion between Peter and I. Puts things into a little more layman's terms because we know these things get technical, but a great discussion with Peter. Definitely worth listening to. Closed yesterday at 6.5 cents. And finally, not a business piece of news, but City Telecom, who I did a presentation on just a couple of weeks ago, a full profile on, great company. This is Hong Kong's fastest growing provider of broadband. They announced that their subsidiary, Hong Kong Broadband Network, is launching a gift of site initiative. What is it? I think this is really important because it's great when public companies do things like this. This is their gift of site initiative, targeting to collect 10,000 old eyeglasses to be redeployed for the underprivileged in China and other developing countries. They're working in partnership with Crossroads Foundation. They're going to collect the glasses, sort them by prescription, refurbish them, recut them in order to meet the needs of people. So this is a pretty massive undertaking. This isn't just stroking a check somewhere. They're doing something really great. So if you're watching this right now and you're an AGORACOM TV and AGORACOM member, go over, take a look at this press release because they've got instructions there how you can actually send in old eyeglasses, and we all have those. There's a pair or two lying around the house. Send them in and let them show them your support. They've set up collection points for people in Hong Kong at 15 fiber shop locations, and they're inviting their customers to join this initiative via direct mail. So this is a pretty big deal. Nice to see that. By the way, when we covered them when I covered them in my profile, they're trading about $5.85, $6. Now trading at $7.40. Fast growing stock. Do your own due diligence. 52-week high, $7.75. They're almost there. 52-week low, $1.85. So you're talking about close to 4.5 times increase. Another example of a great Chinese company. That's a wrap. As always, if you look for more great small and mid-cap news, get your way over to AGORACOM. 3 things there. Watch the show every day, or subscribe to it through our syndication partners over at YouTube and Yahoo Video and Google Video. You'll see them all below the player right there. 2, read the headlines, the best headlines over the last 2 or 3 days from our sponsor clients, separated by industry. And 3, get into the directory marketplace. About 50 companies listed by industry and exchange. Great description so you can quickly find the one that best suits your portfolio. That's a wrap. Have an amazing day. Talk to you tomorrow.